is chapter 2, lesson 1. It's on page 28. Okay.
I can read.
Okay, thank you, Yuichi.
Every day we sow many seeds through the actions of our mind, speech, and body. When spring comes, farming families prepare to plant and raise rice. The essential thing is to sow the rice seeds and nurture the seedling. Having prepared the fields and filled them with water, they find that in a single night the fields are transformed into paddies that mirror-like reflect the blue skies. The farmers must replant the seedlings, use fertilizers, make great efforts to weed the fields, and protect the precious rice from damage by wind or water. Then, in the autumn, the whole area is filled with golden ears of rice. The efforts of the farmers in sowing rice seeds and then replanting the seedlings with greater labor are rewarded with the autumn harvest. But it is not only farmers who sow seeds. Shakyamuni teaches us that we all sow many seeds every day. By seeds, he means the various acts of our body, speech, and mind. Examples of planting seeds with our body would be practicing hard to acquire some skill, being careful to exercise, cleaning and straightening up our rooms, trying to greet people with a smile, keeping our promises, and listening to what others have to say. Examples of sowing seeds through speech include greeting others pleasantly, thanking others, and praising the strength of others. Sowing seeds through the mind includes acts such as avoiding excessive self-criticism, being considerate of others, and resolving to be grateful toward others. Of course, not just these, but all our actions of body, speech, and mind can be called seeds. So we really do sow many seeds each day. Now, if, despite our best efforts, things do not turn out as we hope, we tend to think that our efforts have been useless. If we've worked very hard to prepare for an entrance examination or a qualifying examination but end up failing, we might think our work was pointless and regret all the effort we had expended. But Shakyamuni tells us that just as the seeds sown in a rice field finally yield the result for us, so too the seeds that you have sown, though they may not have begun to bud as yet, will, without fail, bear fruit. Thus, there are no useless efforts whatsoever. An unsown seed will never bear fruit, but the seed that is sown will certainly do so. Shakyamuni taught us how we can become happy. What are the seeds of happiness? Let us all, from now on, seek to sow the seeds of happiness. And there's a cartoon. The rabbit thinks in his mind, or frustrated in his mind, or he speaks, he becomes talkative, or with his body he is doing the cleaning. What will the result be? So each seed has its own result, and we will be the one who will harvest the result. So the phrase, in short, the law of cause and effect states that seeds sown will never fail to grow. and seeds not sown will never grow. So whether good or bad, this principle is operating in this universe, even though we are not aware of its working, and we are kind of skeptic in many cases. But that's the lack of human wisdom. If we acquire Buddha's wisdom, then we will completely understand the law of cause and effect. It's the universal law. And human nature is the ignorance. It's the ignorance about the law of cause and effect. And we always defy this law. And even though we create sometimes bad deed, we strongly believe we are kind of exempted. We are exception. And then when the consequence comes back, we get surprised. Buddha said this is human foolishness, and this human nature will not change. So it's more and more important to learn the wisdom of Dharma, and finally we will acquire the wisdom of Buddha completely. And we will that will happen while we are alive. Maybe I digressed a little bit or too much from the story, but that's what I learned from the story today.
Okay, wonderful message for all of us. Thank you, Yuichi, for reading and explaining the story. So have a restful evening, everyone. And tomorrow we will have the lecture style meetup. No discussions. It's a review of the 3 meetups at 8 p.m. Pacific time. And have a restful evening. Goodbye.